What an honor to have you here, Wim Hof. Wow.
Thank you for having me.
Over the last 10 years, whenever your name is taken in India, we always link your name with yoga. You said that the cold is your guru. Behind closed eyes, what does the cold look like?
It is a power. It's a waiting. You don't feel the urge to breathe. Suddenly you see all the chakras.
What did it look like? So many people fail to understand that even after achieving success, fame and money, people still need help.
Oh yes.
I would like for you to name some of the celebrities or athletes you have helped.
Like Oprah Winfrey, Jason Statham, Patrice Evra, Sylvester Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Cristiano Ronaldo. They all do it. And where the doctors cannot help them, I help them.
I would love for you to take us through a breathing exercise.
Are you ready for it?
Yes.
And with that, 3, 2, 1.
I promise you I'm going to be practicing your method a lot. I saw what it did to my head just today.
Wow. This is where the whole scientific world should have waken up. Because we have found a way to bring down inflammation. And that is the cause and effect of disease itself.
The iconic Iceman Wim Hof is on the Ranveer Show. He believes that cold heals. He believes that breathing techniques heal. And he believes that the right kind of mindset can craft the ability to withstand the cold, absorb the cold, and stay in a meditative state through breathing techniques. We unpacked a lot about his technique on today's TRS episode, but from an India angle. From a yoga angle. A leader of the Lingayat sect of Sanatan Dharma was also present in the room, and Swami G contributed to this episode as well. You'll enjoy this episode if you're a practitioner of yoga or if you're fascinated by Indian spiritual thought. Lots of love to Wim Hof. It was a pleasure featuring him on Swaha Brings You, the Ranveer Show. Har Har Mahadev. What an honor to have you here, Wim Hof. Wow.
Thank you for having me.
I've waited for maybe 10 years to meet you in life, you know. And I almost feel the podcast is just a bonus. Like, this is one of the best days of my year.
Amazing.
Followed you for a very long time. You've helped so many people. So many top athletes, top business people, top film stars. How's life?
Life is, just magic. Life is magic. And that is one. The other one is I come here with a purpose. To India, to Bharat. 50 years ago I was here. A seed was planted. And 50 years later it's a big tree. And it went through like a river, through all kinds of things to find that essence which I want to share right now with India. I'm coming home, in a sense, spiritually.
Yeah.
So I feel great. Life is magic, but I'm fully a man on a mission.
Yeah. Welcome to India.
Thank you.
Also, welcome Swami Ji. Thank you for being in the studio with us. It's a very special episode. All three of us just hanging out.
Yes.
I have so many questions for you about your entire India journey. I just want to give you one context that over the last 10 years, whenever your name is taken in India, we always link your name with yoga because you're doing breathing techniques. It's similar to Pranayama. So I've always wanted to ask you about your connection with our land. So maybe let's begin with like 50 years ago and then you can just tell us the whole story.
Yes. So I was born Catholic, but to me, the presence of God, I could not really realize or find or feel it. So I became a seeker. And the seeker, bumps here, bumps there, and doesn't know how to find the right door. So finally I got into yoga into these books. Yoga was not known in the West back then at all. So it was very strange. I saw these very strange postures. They are called asanas. But to me, what is this? It intrigued me. I started to do asanas. And nobody was doing that back then. And then I saw a picture when I was 12 of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi.
Oh, wow.
And there he was, mantra yoga and all, but intriguing, his face, his beard, his being. To me, that was mystical, intriguing. So from there, I went to Amsterdam. One Sunday morning, I found myself in Amsterdam in a park, and the canal was frozen over, and I felt I want to go in. I need to go in. It attracted me.
Just
Yes.
intuitively.
Intuitively. And back then, the cold was something very negative. Dark, no good, related to very dangerous and all. You are crazy if you go in, things like that. But I went in anyway. And there, the minding stopped. I made connection with my body in the depth. So I had this is it kind of experience. And that without words, you just know it, you feel it. And it gave me euphoria. I only went 1.5 minutes in the water, but it was not cold. And I saw myself playing with the ice around me, breaking the ice off. And there I was already thinking what people say of cold water, of this experience. It's not true.
How old were you?
17.
Okay.
This was 17, the first time I touched upon the cold. And then the cold is my teacher. The cold is my guru. The cold is that what brings me past what books are able to do. Because via books and all, and I had no money, I could not go to gurus or to seminars, to sessions. I could not travel. I was in Amsterdam, and there I was. So the cold made complete sense to me from there on. The other day I came back, I thought, yeah, maybe it's not going to happen, the same experience, the depth of it all, but it did. And then I was hooked. I was done. Since then, every day I am in the cold. And all the winters I'm in shorts, in the freezing temperatures. That's why I say meditation. Meditation is all day long. It is living up to your purpose. And I see in the cold not only the ability to endure, like tapasya, and to learn to concentrate, the dharana, and to have a control over deeper physiology than in science is known. I got into, hey, what is the soul? What is Purusha? What is Prakriti?
Oh, wow.
What is that all? But now, no longer just words or philosophy. I could feel it. I could see the chakras. I get very strong. And because what I did in the cold was learning how to breathe, attune my breathing differently, by which my body suddenly became stronger and stronger. And then I separated the cold from the breathing. And when doing the breathing exercises at home, and I saw all the chakras. Oh, very strong. Like electricity. You turn on the light, boom, 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 boom. All beautiful. And it transforms you and it cleanses you and all. So that I did that all on my own because people were thinking I was crazy doing these things. But they did not know. I had found my way to my inner peace and to my purpose. My purpose was to be every day radiant, playful, strong, happy, healthy. That I simply was there, but still without the real consciousness. So that took 25 years of training. I was a sadhaka, a pupil of the cult, of the breathing. Yes, how? I don't know. My gut feeling says this makes sense. You go on here and deepen your knowledge. Don't relate with the outer world because they will mock you. They will get negative energy and they will make your mind change. No, not me. I stayed there on my own. And then I got a connection with the TV. TV came in. And when they came in for the first day, they saw me doing things impossible. And TV likes drama. So they saw me putting 2 legs here after being a long time in the cold and standing on one arm on crazy stuff, or by one finger in the on 1 mile in the air. All those things is very nice for television. Circus. It's the circus, it's drama, people like it, and if you die, it's even better TV. But I did not die. And I took on the challenges, more. And Discovery Channel came in, Guinness World Records, and I did 26 world records. Because, what? Because I was training by nature.
Yeah.
Not by something in a gym and no competition with nobody. I was into the best of myself. So then, at that moment, scientists who also look at documentaries from Discovery Channel or this National Geographic or anything like the BBC, they saw me on the TV. They started to think what this man is doing is physiologically stated impossible, but he is doing it. Let's experiment on him. So they took me in. And here begins the real story. Because now consciously I had to show the capabilities which I had achieved in nature, and now show it in a scientific arena, where the people say, the doctors say, only this is possible physiologically, or a bacteria you inject in a person becomes sick. Yeah. That is what we think.
They injected E. coli inside you and your students.
Yes.
And you were supposed to beat it through your breathing techniques, right?
Yes.
It's a scientific experiment.
Yes. You see, the breathing techniques, if we talk about pranayama, the heritage is from a long time ago. It's 1,000 years. Yeah. Why is the pharmaceutical industry so strong? Why isn't it that pranayama in the control over the breath, the air, the vayu, that is yama over the prana, yeah, the life force.
Yeah.
Why do we not bring that in the secondary schools everywhere in the world, or even in the primary schools? This is what I want to talk about with the members of parliament. Because I brought it also to America. You know, in America, listen to this. The school shootings. This is where children lose their sense of identity. This is because a monkey is not able to learn to swim, and a fish is not able to learn to climb. Everybody is different, but we are squeezed into the same system. So some people get so much stress of that because they are not developing their own neural activity naturally. And they lose their sense of identity. They shoot their parents, and then their siblings, and then they go to the school, bum, bum. What kind of state of mind is that? And it happens on and on and on and on. And they don't bring on solutions. And we call that civilization. Can't we take care of our children? That's what I say. And then I say, I do the studies with the university in Detroit, with the Wayne State University, with somebody from India originally, Professor Vaibhav Divakar, and he does studies on me, and it shows that he then publishes, and he says, now we have the compelling evidence of the key components of the autonomous processes in the brain related to mood regulation. That is emotion. That is what we want to have the children adopt. And how do we do this? Through breathing. In this way, not only the shootings will stop, because children who know how to regulate their emotions, they will just do breathing and they cleanse the brain and then they feel fine.
Yep.
So this is a serious matter, for example. Breathing should get into the whole wide world. And that's why I'm here. I'm here because I reached all the world already. But the world is only adopting in a fashionable way, and they don't think into the depth. It comes and it goes. And now I'm here to connect with the traditions, the real traditions of yoga, and to reinstall the real power of yoga from here to the world. And if it is going to be tested here, I invite scientists all the time. I don't want speculation. I go by rigid, cold data. But I need people who are open to do that. Because in America, even when you come with solutions, they will not take it on.
Yeah.
Because the pharmaceutical industry is so strong, and the money making and the power of political parties and all, they are not into the well-being of people.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here.
There's more money to be made out of human misery than human solutions.
There it is.
If I ask you to just close your eyes, and you said that the cold is your guru, behind closed eyes, what does the cold look like?
Merciless, righteous, but not merciless painfully. It is a power. It's a waiting. It's like a stern father or a stern mother, stern parents. But you know you are safe over there. You know you will develop into the best of yourself. That is what I feel when I think about the cold. The cold is the one that makes me silent and get into power.
Gotcha. Okay. On our earth, what's the coldest place that you've been to? And what did you feel there?
Yeah, I was on Mount Everest a couple of times. I did a full marathon distance, barefoot, on 5,000 meters. So on 5,000 meters, there is half the oxygen. And you need oxygen to combust energy. But there is the half only. So you need a very deep concentration. Dharan, is that Dharan yoga? Yes, it is. And when I'm there, the cold is very intense because of the lack of oxygen. When there is a lot of oxygen, you can stand a lot deeper sub-zero temperatures. When it is, for example, minus 40, I go running. I stand on one arm in the freezing wind and cold. I got these pictures, or they are made, and film and video. It's all that. But the human body is much more capable than what we think it is capable of. I have only been testing my body because I could not find it in books. I had to beat the book. I had to read the inner letters and the capitals and the chapters and make it and see from the inside in the mirror called the cold. And it did.
So whenever you're preparing for these hyper cold places or any kind of cold, you first tune your body through the breathing exercises and meditation.
Yes.
And then you're ready for it.
Yes.
But it takes time to get to that point. Time and training.
Yes, but this is what the doctor said. When I defied E. coli bacteria injected, E. coli bacteria makes you very feverish and back pains and muscle pains, nausea, vomit, things like that. It's a controlled experiment in science. It's called the endotoxemia experimental model. They inject you with a part of the E. coli bacteria, and then the immune system is reacting very violently, and that is fever, headaches, backaches, muscle aches, nausea, and all is happening for 3 to 6 hours. So 16,134 people were being tested with that same experimental model, injected with the E. coli bacteria, and they all became sick. And then I came on and I showed I don't become sick. Why? Because I use my mind with the central nervous system, which is connected to the immune system. And I use my breathing. Breathing to alkalize my body, to cleanse my body. More than only alkalinity, it is the prana coming in. When that comes in, you feel powerful. You trust it. And it does the work. So then I connect. Hey, I know now, I said to the doctor, the professor, only in 1.5 hours it's going to work. No, I said, you are injecting me now. So now I will start. And so they never saw what they normally saw, that the bacteria's reaction on the immune system was, hey, now it's high. That means you got fever, nausea, this and that and all. Nothing of that. 0%. That's what they saw. And then they wanted to test me more. And then they said, but you are special. You are superhuman. You are not a yogi, because they don't know about yogis, but you are a superhuman. And you are a freak of nature. You are amazing. You are this, you that. I say, Professor, stop. I'm a human. I'm normal, and what I can do, anybody can do. That's what I said. But we have never seen this before in medical science and physiology. We have never seen that the autonomic nervous system and the innate immune system can be controlled at will by a person. And now you're doing this, that you must be something, an exception that confirms the rule. I say, you better get rid of that rule, because everybody is able to do what I do.
How much time do you need to train a student to reach that point?
Right now, if I would inject you with the E. coli bacteria, normally you get sick. But if I do this breathing technique with you, with your faith and with your breathing, the E. coli bacteria will not hurt you.
Okay. So it's almost like you can train people for moments.
Yes. Now it is, because we found it. We found it in nature by intuition, by gut. And I felt so good when I went into the cold water. And then in the cold water, I could stay longer and longer, because I attuned my breathing. And that breathing is powerful, because you don't feel the icy water after a half hour. That means you made your body from the inside so strong. And with that, the immune system. And that is breathing. And that breathing I can teach anybody in less than 5 minutes.
Okay. I want to ask you, is it the same breathing technique that protected you from the E. coli, that gave you that experience of you seeing your own chakras and all that?
Oh, yes.
Same breathing technique.
Yes.
So anyone can learn it off of this podcast and also get those experiences?
Boom. Yes.
Okay.
Boom Shankara. Boom Shiva.
Okay.
Yes.
How old are you today?
67.
Okay.
7 maybe for the new generation. 6, 7. Yeah.
Do you still feel that experiences are unlocking in your head because of your breathing?
Yeah, but I don't need it anymore. I'm a man on a mission. To me, at a certain moment, self-enlightenment is second place. What is first is help the world. Help to elevate consciousness in the humanity. Is that possible? Yes, because I go to neuroscientists, I go to brain scans and fMRIs. I simply show we are able to do more than we think. We can beat darkness and bring the light. We are light. Only when it is out of regulation because of the stress of the world and of no interest to make people independent and autonomous in the light and good human beings, they feel bad. They feel depressed. They are in the darkness. And that darkness we can make go away. And how? dependent on the neurotransmitters in the body to connect. For connectivity, you need alkalinity and dopamine. Dopamine is the neurotransmitter. You feel good, but that is not the only thing. It connects all the electrical currents with each other. And then you get the live stream. Depression is nothing more than lack of pressure. We made it something mystical, and we don't know what to do with it. But bring up like a flat tire on a bicycle. Yeah, you got to pump it up. How do you do that? And believe it, because you are the master of your own mind. You are the owner of your own brain. To use it well, 100%. Not 16, according to the neuroscientists. It's 100% to realize our soul through the light.
The only precursor condition is that you need to be open to the technique.
Yes.
And then once you apply the technique, things
Yeah.
start changing in your body and then your mind.
Absolutely.
Does food affect anything in the technique?
Yeah, food should be food. That's one. There is so much they say about food. But I say get all this chemistry, the wrong chemistry out of the food, because food equals energy. Yes? So when you get that energy and you get the wrong chemistry, chemicals in, additives, E numbers, oxidants, whatever they put in there, and they are all allowed by the governments to do so, it's poison. And that poison needs to be processed. So the food that produces the energy is later going to be used to process the toxins. In the end, you have a lack of energy and you get depressed because of the food. So first rule is let food be food. Enjoy your food and only eat when you need to eat. Because there is so much more food in pranayama, in prana, in breathing. It is able to go into the cell level, into the mitochondria, which is dependent on ATP. ATP is adenosine-triphosphate, is energy molecules. And they can be produced more through aerobic dissimulation. That is breathing. And once you do that and learn that, you need less food. With one meal a day, just fine. It's also a very good solution for the world problem on food.
I want to take you back to that experience you had in your teenage, where you started seeing your chakras. Can you describe it a little more?
Yes, of course.
What had happened that day? And you just intuitively
Yeah,
figured...
it was amazing. I mean, the first time you see chakras, you go in, you hold. After long time retention, after exhalation, is that Antara Kumbhaka? Yes, after exhalation, you hold. First, you alkalize the body. You go with the flow, you go with the breath. You go deeper and deeper, and you feel the charge coming up. Why? Because your CO2 is blowing off. The CO2 is the breathing trigger. So when it is blown off, suddenly you biohack into the body so deeply, the brain, the deep brain, the brainstem doesn't know that you are controlling through pranayama or through controlling the prana, the breath and the ether. All that electricity, it doesn't know. It's a very primitive brain. It's the monkey brain, or even less, the reptilian brain.
Yeah.
Yes, and there is even a part of the brain that goes deeper than the brain stem. We found that too, and we know how to connect with that and to get it within willful control. It's all there. So back then, I did everything on my gut, on my intuition. And when I saw that after going into the cold, I could stay longer and longer in the cold just by tuning with my breath, I separated the breath and went back home and started to do it over there. So what happens is first you sit. You know you have to sit tranquil so all the tissue opens up. Back then, I did not know anything, but I just feel it. Relax. Then I start. Nose, mouth, doesn't matter. Doing this, you lose the CO2. In your blood, you become alkaline, very alkaline. It's all science now.
Yeah.
They saw the blood, they saw this all. What happens when you are very alkaline? You can blow it off, out, exhalation, and stop. You don't feel the urge to breathe. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. That means you are going so deep in the brain, it thinks you are going to die. So it's preparing to cleanse everything, to reset everything. And at that moment, the adrenal axis is being activated into the depth, which is able to cleanse the body, boom, like it does it immediately. Because it's danger. To our deep brain, it says, this is dangerous, dangerous, life, dangerous. Our adrenal axis is being activated. That is the deep brain, hypothalamus, the third eye, or the hypophysis, and then into the adrenal glands. That it works together like a
Electric circuit.
Yes, absolutely. And it goes then throughout the body. And now we know that the hormones, the adrenaline in this case, they also now go into the spine, the sushumna. This is where the body is completely cleansed of everything, and now it goes purely into the sushumna. When you then, after 3 minutes, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
Then you breathe in, and you squeeze. And then the cerebrospinal fluid, suddenly you see all the chakras. Okay. Boom, 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 like that. It's amazing. That the first time, I was completely flabbergasted, of course, because I read about these chakras, but I'd never seen one. And now I saw it.
What did it look like?
Amazing colors, very penetrating, very soft, like contradictory. It's electricity, pure light coming to you, and it's deep and it's beautiful. You just look and then it changes, and another one, and another one, and another one. You just watch a movie. It's amazing. And that at 4 o'clock in the morning, every morning. Boom, boom, boom. So at a certain moment, I had enough of that. It was okay. I can do this. I have control. And I get bored. I get bored. But not of the philosophy. The philosophy to help others and all. And I might have comically had to do stuff with my own personality. Because I lost my wife in 95 by suicide. I could not help her. Maybe I could make the chakras go and feel great and feel strong and stay for hours in icy water and all those things. But I could not reach her. That is intense emotional pain. Yes? That is something I could not control. I could not make her feel good because she was close to this. She could not have it entered. So I was watching her declining in her mental well-being. Resulted that she, in 95, jumped from 8 stories down. There you are, with nothing. The love of your life is gone. And there I had to endure with 4 kids. No money. And there I was. And here, at that moment, nothing could help me therein. My emotional life was destroyed. It's like a crater. The only way I could stop this agony of thinking, this crazy agony, was going into icy water. And there started my journey to use the icy water therapeutically within me. And it gave me a slight open door to healing, because my thinking stopped every time I go into the icy water. So I took it on there, and my healing process started there. I could easily have slipped into a deep depression. And what then? Then I cannot take care of my kids? So the cold there healed me. Children made me survive. And from there started my therapeutical journey. Hey, if this is good for me, I can help others too. And foreign television started to challenge me. Hey, can you do 25 meters under the ice swimming? Can you do 50 meters? Can you do 100 meters? Can you climb Mount Everest in your shorts? Can you run marathons beyond the polar circle? Can you hang by one finger in the mid of winter? Can you do that also without drinking in the desert? Can you stay for hours in the ice? I could do it all. How did I learn? By going to nature, not into books. And so this was completely new in the world. And then because what I did suddenly came on TV, as we talked about it before, physiologists and doctors also looked to TV. They started to question themselves. Let's experiment on him. And the first time when they started to do a case study on me was being 80 minutes in ice, and then taking the blood from here, and they saw me 80 minutes standing in the ice and no shivering. Without moving, 200% more energy, metabolic activity. My core body temperature stayed 37 degrees all the time. I was so much in control and so poised. I was talking to the professors came to me to talk to me while I was enduring the big stress, which I did not feel at all. So they were very flabbergasted. And that blood they took, they brought to a laboratory setting, and then they inserted E. coli bacteria ex vivo without me. Just the blood in a vial. And then they saw for the first time that where the immune cells in the blood serum act violently when you insert E. coli bacteria. In my blood vial serum, 0%. This is where the whole scientific world should have waken up. Because we have found a way to bring down inflammation. E. coli causes inflammation. And that is the cause and effect of disease itself. And it doesn't need to be 100%, but we can, with this, within a day, people with rheumatoid arthritis or Crohn's disease or depression, they will feel so much more control. And why is it not in the West that it has been adopted completely, like natural? Because it is for free.
Yeah.
It doesn't make money.
The Wim Hof method reduces inflammation, but also the income of a lot of people. It's going to cause a big wave in the world, even though you're scientifically tested, proven, all that. What I've gathered from everything you've said is a few things, and I have some tiny questions as well. So in our culture, we have something called dharanas, which you've said constantly, which for lack of a better way to explain is like techniques that take you into higher state. It's almost like, the sport of pole vaulting. So the dharana is like the pole that takes you to the other side. And I think that as you grew up, you intuitively discovered a dharana or some dharanas. And putting your mind and body into that meditative state is what is causing these so-called superpowers that you're being tested upon. Am I right, tell you?
Yes.
Okay. You named the dharana. What was the name?
Antarkumbhak.
Antarkumbhak.
Yeah. Bahia Kumbhak, Antara Kumbhak, and Kevala Kumbhak.
The concentrating, the holding the breath inside.
So, Swamiji, just tell us from the Indic yoga perspective what Wim Bhai is doing. What is the Wim Hof method in our culture?
So it's one and same. In the same way, in the yogis live in the Himalayas, minus 30, 40 temperature. They practice also pranayama. they started activating Surya Bedi Pranayama, where you activate sun.
Okay.
So we have a fire inside.
Got it. Like one nostril is moon, one nostril is
Yes,
fire.
the
I think
right is the sun, left
Okay.
is a moon.
Chandra.
The Surya Nadi and Chandra Nadi, we call it.
Got it.
Ida or Pingala, Ganga or Yamuna.
Got
One
it.
in Ida, yin and yang.
Got it. Got it. So you're activating the Surya Nadi mainly.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I think to move deeper into this conversation, I have one tiny question. If you are comfortable with it, I would like for you to name some of the celebrities or athletes you have helped.
Like Oprah Winfrey, Lad Hamilton, a big surfer, or Jason Statham,
Yeah. Patrice Evra.
Patrice Evra, Sylvester Stallone.
Wow.
They all do this. Schwarzenegger, they all do it. It's in Hollywood everywhere. It's everywhere.
You've taught these people?
Yes.
Okay.
They come when they have difficulties.
That's
They come to me. I go to them. And where the doctors cannot help them, I help them.
Yeah. Patrice Evra, who's one of my all-time favorite footballers, was known for his stamina and his power and speed. And he says that he regrets not learning the method when his career was on.
No.
He feels like his career would have gone to another level if he knew the method. So this is the
I love him. He's a great guy.
Same. This is the kind of context I want to give the end users, because there's a lot of young people watching this all over the world. We spoke about dharana and how your technique basically changes the body and the mind, and it's a very simple technique to do. It's just deep breathing. Yeah. But you spoke about these supernatural experiences that you get. On the way to those supernatural experiences, your mental health becomes better. You become stronger on the inside. You probably gain more creativity. You go into a meditative state.
Yes.
Now, with this context, I would love for you to take us all through a breathing exercise.
Yes.
Whatever you think is appropriate. If you can share your method on the show and also tell the audience when they should do this.
Best is to do this on empty stomach, because then the electricity doesn't go into the food digestive processes. It is able to run throughout the body. And that's it. On empty stomach. And do you feel ready? You should do this in the morning.
If people are feeling sad or angry.
Anxiety and all, this. Just do it. And if it doesn't work, blame me. And if it works, spread it on.
Wow.
That's the way. It really, really works. Because what causes anxiety is biochemistry. And this is caused by the stress psychosomatically. Yes. And our toxic thoughts, etc., it's all neural activity causing biochemistry, a residue, and that will obstruct our flow. And that then you don't feel good. And then you become frustrated within yourself or anxiety. Yeah, that is what it is. Okay. So we cleanse the biochemistry. Then, last thing I want to say about this technique, I'm afraid that it is very simple. Yes, because we tend to complicate things.
Yes.
We think enlightenment is so far away. We can't enlighten ourselves in the moment. It's impossible. Here it is. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
That's what we say to everybody. Because take on a breath when your stomach or your belly, your chest, and your head are all connected to the lungs. We are able to bring in oxygen into the head as well. Cerebrospinal fluid. It will be in the blood, and the blood will go through the spine into the brain. It's all there. So don't mind it. Go with the breath, and there's your mind. And then we take one fully in, belly, chest, head, and let it go. Fully in. And let it go. Just let it go. But fully in. Let it go. All in. Let it go. Whatever you feel different, breathe into it. In, let it go. Your body is starting to be alkalized. CO2 is being blown off. Your blood's chemistry is changing. Fully in, letting go. And fully in, letting go. Find your rhythm. Everybody has his own rhythm. Fully in with the heart. And let it go. Feel it all. Be it all. All in. Let it go. 5 more. All in. We changed the blood chemistry. We saw this in the hospitals. You don't need to mind about this. Imagine yourself being injected with a sick-making E. coli bacteria. This is the way to fend it off, to change the biochemistry into the depth. And very soon we are going to stop breathing after exhalation, but fully in, letting go. And take them all in. This is power, the power of the breath. Changing your biochemistry, biohacking into the depth. Fully in, let it go. Here comes the last one. Fully in, let it go. And stop. Stop after the exhalation. Close your mouth. Be. Your body is alkaline. CO2 is blown off. Prana is here. Prana is light, electricity. It's the connection with the omnipresence, the ether, akasa. It's all here. Here's where consciousness is able to roam because it's no longer bound to the body. It went along the breath. We changed the chemistry. It's alkaline, electricity. All is being sensed. And because we are not breathing, we are now going into the depth of the brain. The parameters for oxygen say it's dangerous. What now happens in your brain is that the adrenal axis, hypothalamus, hypophysis, and the third eye and the adrenal glands are activated. And with that, 3, 2, 1, fully in. I hold. Squeeze it up to your brain. You can do that. Now the cerebrospinal fluid with adrenaline goes past the brain-blood barrier into your brainstem, limbic system, human brain, and now the corona radiata, the crown chakra. And this is only round 1, 2, 1, let it go. So this is 1 round. In round number 2, you almost double the time without breathing. Round number 3, it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And very soon you are 3 minutes, 4 minutes after exhalation without breathing.
In a breathless state.
Breathless state and no urge to breathe.
And that's where your body heals itself, your mind heals itself.
Yes. This is then going so deep, it goes into the bone marrow. It recycles damaged cells, kills cancer cells, activates stem cells. You can all see that. And then the immune cells are spiking throughout the body, leukocytes, whatever, 1,600 types of cells. Healing.
Yeah.
Healing happens.
So you're saying that in every round, your breathless state becomes longer.
Yes.
How long have you gone? What's the maximum you've gone to?
I got a friend who did 29 and a half minutes.
Being breathless.
Breathless.
Wow.
Under the water. So things like that can happen. But it is not necessary. We don't need this. I had around 10 minutes. And but this is not a competition. The breath goes as far as you need. I was searching. I was a seeker. So I went to extremes. Go further, because I wanted to know what is not in the books. This experience of my soul. I had to go through the nature and the inner nature.
How does your mind feel in that breathless state? Because for me,
Peace.
you feel nothing, which is what peace is.
Yes, you feel floating.
Yeah.
You are out in the ether,
Yeah.
akasa.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, when people do this, they see ancestors. They see old, deep traumas. They see faces they have never seen. Things like that. They get access to the akasa.
Higher dimension.
Absolutely, yes.
Can you explain some of your experiences with the higher dimension?
I know I've been so many times so big, like a whole building, like 100 meters high. There I was, and I was breathing into it. I was that. And also that became like, I've seen it. I've seen it. The moment when I lost my wife, I got purpose. Because it didn't satisfy me to go fully into a self-disciplined yoga to become self-attained. How can I be attained when I see so much suffering around? This is just my state, eh? This is what I see. This is my consciousness. So I appeal to that. To me, I have to do something about that. That is my purpose, and that's what I'm doing. So at a certain moment, I left these experiences, and I just went back. I'm a normal guy, and I'm humble. And if I want to do crazy stuff, out of my conditioned mind and body, I climb a mountain in my shorts, or I swim under the ice, or I stay all the night long outside in the freezing temperatures, or in a desert, or something crazy comes up that brings me out of my mind. And then I'm connected with the akasa, with the ether again, and then I feel home. Then I feel safe. Then I feel power, divine, omnipresence, and all that. And at the same time, doing the science. This is what I wanted to get into. It's not about how long you can do things. And I got 26 world records. My macho thing therein, like, oh, look at me and this and that, is far long gone. I did it all. Yeah. At a certain moment, I was thinking, well, what do I have to do now? Go handstand on Mount Everest in the tanga backwards? So crazy. I came up with challenges all the time. I did so many challenges. I stop it. This is crazy. It's a bit ridiculous.
It's all about the method.
Yes. And then I came back to the method. And then I got into the science. And the scientists started to study on me. And they saw me doing things. And it was Dr. Ken Kamler in New York, who, after I did a session of breathing, good breathing, the way I learned it in the cold, I did it attached to infuse blood being taken, and here the lung and heart meter. So they had the lung and heart meter, and here I was taking blood, and they thought the lung and heart meter was defect because I stayed in Bahia Combaka. So in retentions, if it's longer than 2 minutes, then they thought the machine was kaput, and it was not.
Because in the breathless state, your heart also kind of stops.
Yeah, it goes down.
The heartbeat goes down.
Way down. You are in a different physiology altogether. A turtle, when it goes into winter sleep or something, maybe 1 heartbeat or 2 heartbeats a minute. Things like that. Or frogs. These are the frogs. They freeze in and their heartbeat is 1 every 2 minutes. This is physiology. So if you touch upon that physiology inside, then your heart is going down. But we are not a frog. We are here to realize our soul. Yeah. So what I did there with that experiment in New York, vagus nerve, with the expert in the world, Dr. Kevin Tracy, in the Feinstein Institute, Manhasset, New York, they had never seen a person influencing deeply into the vagus nerve. Because when you are able to influence into the vagus nerve and activate it, then inflammation goes down. And we know what inflammation does. It is the disease, the root of the disease everywhere in the world. So they are trying to find ways how to influence. And he tried it with a chip. Didn't work really, but he thought so. But then he found me. Now he is my friend. But back then in 2007, I showed it and he didn't take it on because he saw, after me being there with the machines, the long heart meter, going out, and then 5 minutes later, doot, 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 again, they thought the machine was, no, it is me doing the breathing. And then I showed in the 307 blood markers that I was absolutely influencing into the vagus nerve, big time. And a week later, we got the results. And then when Dr. Kamler phoned me, he said, Wim, are you, if you are able to reproduce the results we have seen in the Feinstein Institute blood markers, then that means huge consequences for human mankind. And then he named all these diseases related to the control of the vagus nerve. And the interpretation of the 307 blood markers was very clear. I was influencing into the root of inflammation through the activation of the vagus nerve. And they didn't take it up because it's the money. And this is the world. That's also why I'm here. I think it is time for the soul, not only for cities, where supernatural powers, no, for the soul itself, Purusha. It's time for Purusha, that what unifies all the people in the world, past Muslim tradition, Christianity, Hinduist. Hey, let's take on yoga, the real one. The one that blesses humanity by bringing it in connection with God.
Yeah. Because eventually yoga is just teaching you how to hack your own body.
Yes.
How else do you reach that vagus nerve? It's only through breathing techniques.
Yes.
Again, for listeners, what I want to explain about the vagus nerve is it's almost like a guitar string that you pluck onto and you feel relaxation. And in that state of relaxation is where the inflammation reduces. So it's important to keep plucking on it.
Humming is very good. Remember? Om. It's the vagus nerve. And you get deeper and deeper and deeper because your neurosignal connects with the vagus nerve.
Right.
Electricity connects with the electricity.
Okay. Wim, I have like a couple of more questions.
Yes.
All these Guinness World Record stunts like swimming under the icy lake and all that stuff. So how many rounds of your technique do you do before you put your body into that water?
Back then, I took in 1 hour, I will go in.
1 hour of doing the technique and then you go in?
Yes.
Okay.
So I just relax.
Okay.
I relax it's a big tent, it's warmed. And then I do my breathing exercises. And then after 1 hour, I go in.
And as life has progressed, you just keep practicing the technique and get better at it, right?
Absolutely. But you don't need more than you in the depth.
Has it?
Your time is different than of somebody else.
Okay.
Because your depth to search and research is different.
Okay.
So it is just a technique. It's a tool. You don't need to hammer when the nail is in already.
I've also seen images of you in yoga asanas and doing a few yoga poses and all that. So are these all supplemental to your main technique? Like
Absolutely.
The main technique is what you taught, and to make it better, you do all the other stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Oh, it's a leverage, point of leverage.
Okay.
And strength too. Just before coming here, I was in the gym, 100 kilos.
Wow.
10 times.
Okay.
Like this,
See, this is very powerful education that you're sharing. I just hope
Yes.
it reaches a lot of people.
This is the love. The love is not sentimental, it's real. And it will help people regardless of their background.
Mm.
This is what we bring. And just try it once. Otherwise, I always say, just blame me if it doesn't work. But if it works, you spread it out. That's love.
Yeah. In India, we have a word called sadhana, which means many things, but it effectively, to translate it, it means a set of disciplines that you take up to transform yourself.
Yes.
Okay, and even when I saw your videos 10 years ago, my thought was that this person is doing sadhana based on yoga and breathing. And you've just kept up with your system over many years and you've polished it.
Yes.
And then your transformation is what it leaves you with now, that you're spreading the word. I'm sure you're also having many more mystical experiences at this point.
Yes.
Because you've just kept it up.
Yes.
I just have one question out of my own curiosity. So especially in India, it may be a Hindu viewpoint on these things, but anyone who goes very deep into yoga, okay, yoga, like I'm sure Swami G will also say the same thing, we automatically feel a connection with Shiva because we look at him as the first yogi, Adi Yogi. Like he's the person who gave yoga to the world. That's what we believe. And even as I'm talking to you, there's so many things you're saying which are similar to Shaivism philosophy, like philosophy related to Shiva. So I would just want to know generally what you know about Shiva, what you think about it related to your work. Open
They always say Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma.
Yeah.
And but I think Shiva is much more. Death is my friend because it makes me alive. I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid not to live. I want to live fully. So therein I see intelligence. I think Shiva is pure intelligence. And when I see him, I see myself and I'm excited like a child.
Someone like you with your personality is always a lifelong student. You're always learning.
Yes.
What are you trying to learn from India?
I'm learning here, right? The first time I was here, I felt the vividness, the life going through the people.
Where did
People
you go?
had no space. New Delhi, I was in Bombay, Rishikesh, Badrinath, into the Himalayas. Then I went to
Wow.
Bangalore. Then I to Sri Lanka and all the way back. And I saw so many things. But the most what I flabbergasted about is the vividness, the life in the streets. It's a nice chapati, this and that, music, and it's all very, very colorful, and it much more than in the West. In the West, it's all subdued. And they know how to make bridges and have everything clean. But are they clean here, inside? So back then, that seed was planted in me. The greatest experience I had on my own in a freezing waterfall up there in the Himalayas. I stood down there, and there it got me. Silent, deep. That's it. And then you take it with you.
I feel like the Himalayas blessed you at that point.
Yes.
For your journey.
And many times afterwards. Because I've been in Nepal. Okay. I've been in Tibet to run the full marathon on 5,000 meters.
Wow.
Or to climb to 7.5 kilometers in shorts all. And and more things like that I did over the Himalayas. Next year, maybe I go to Ladakh.
Yeah, I came back 3 days ago.
Oh, there we are. And I think the Dalai Lama is there right now.
Yes, for 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, beautiful. So it's a beautiful area. And I got an invitation of a director of a Buddhist center.
Yeah.
And I want to make it he asked me the Wim Hof Method and Buddhist way, they can, like two rivers come together, confluence. And I think you with the Shwasa with his yogic traditional knowledge and expertise should come together like a trinity.
Yeah.
And then we should organize with thousands of people who are really interested in yoga, the real yoga. And this is what I want to see next year, that we have a new essence. which is able to tackle modern day problems to the best. And I think it is time for the soul. No longer just control over the body or mental powers or cities or whatever. No, directly to the soul. How are we going to do that? That's why I'm here. I'm here after 50 years to get my essence. I need that particular little bit that may, and there it is, accessible for everybody in the world.
You're feeling that from an intuition level, that you need to come here and something will explode.
Absolutely.
Understood.
Yes.
Understood.
Yes.
I might join you in Ladakh. When
Deal.
he was with me, the same DOP was with me in Ladakh. We just came back 3 days ago.
Ah.
And we're all fit guys. But low oxygen has a way of playing with the head.
Yeah.
I didn't know how that feels. I didn't know what to expect.
I got another one. We climbed Mount Kilimanjaro with people, which is a mountain 6,000 meters.
Yeah.
Ladakh is 3,500, something like that. The thing is, it is almost 6 kilometers, the Kilimanjaro. And normally that mountain can be done between 5 and 9 days. That's what they do, acclimatize, and there is less oxygen and the body is not able to produce red cells, no oxygen, too little.
Yeah.
You can't perform, headache starts, acute mountain sickness and all. That is what people think there is. Now, if I use the breathing, I can do it in less than 24 hours.
Wow.
That is the power of the breath again, to go into the autonomous reflex of the breathing and to overrun that mechanic with the breathing and consciousness. And then there's people in their shorts and it's freezing up there.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And you have less than half the oxygen on the mountain. And we did it in freezing temperatures. And not only me, my oldest participant who went with me, who was suffering from Lyme's disease, he went with 76 years old
Wow.
in 31 hours.
Wow. Wow.
And the world is not watching, they're not understanding that we're breaking normal physiology and all these laws. If it is able to do that in those circumstances, what can it do on ground level? Real scientists should look at this, but they are so mesmerized in this world. I call it stupidity.
Yeah.
No, there's no excuse.
Yeah.
They should look into it for the benefits of human mankind.
What are the enemies of your method?
That is ignorance. Ignorance and a money-making scheme in the world over the suffering of others.
No, but are there lifestyle factors that would come in your way if you are practicing the Wim Hof method?
Yes, lifestyle should be propagated by governments and schools to do breathing and to take cold showers, not to make it a negative image.
Okay, got it. And then the longer you do, the more rounds you do, the better you get.
Yes, you will learn to have an absolute relationship with your inner power.
Got it.
And then you know exactly how much you need to do.
Something you told me off camera which stayed with me is sixth sense, seventh sense, and eighth sense. I think we all understand sixth sense, intuition. How is it related to the Wim Hof method?
Very simple. When you go into the cold, your thinking brain stops. Suddenly you become aware, simply aware. And we receive messages from out there. Intuire means going within. It comes to us, but we don't hear it because there's too much noise going on. So the heart is overwhelmed with that energy and it's blocking the way. You can't hear what you feel, what you see, what is so clear, intuition. That is the sixth sense. We are sending and receiving messages from out there, from the ether, the akasa, from the omnipresence. The omnipotency is also there. And the omniscience is also there. But if we can't hear or see or understand what is coming to us, we are kind of lost. So, through going into the cold, you learn to shut up in the brain and listen to your heart. It goes automatically. That is number one. Then number 7 neurological network number 7, which is a proprioception.
Seventh sense.
Yeah, the seventh sense. And the seventh sense is about the place where you are in the universe. Are you there where you should be? Or are you lost? Because the planets, they provide energies, and the stars, the sky, the akasa, the omnipresence, provide all the energy if you are where you should be. So this is what I teach people, to find purpose through the chatterbox of the mind. Then suddenly the purpose comes, or the right direction, be on the right spot, and that goes from the heart, and it's there. And there is also the physical counterpart of the proprioception, the seventh sense, is immunology, the immune system, healing, the healing power within. Are you in control over that? Then you will be able to heal yourself, because healing is being not in conflict with your soul. It's being right there where you should be in the universe, here on earth. When that happens, then there is pure balance. You become strong, you become intelligent. The message is, anybody can do this. The sixth sense, seventh sense. And then you have the eighth sense. And the eighth sense I showed with Professor Vaibhav Divakar in Detroit, originally from Kashmir, India. He tested me in brain scans and fMRIs. And he saw me making my body skin temperature not going down while being exposed to the cold. So my intention was, I don't want you to become, I want to make the difference here in the brain scans. Nobody showed this. I will show you. Here, boom. Just by intention, like the way we began this podcast. The intention is really powerful. Once you set it, you can be free. You don't need to think about it. You set your intention. Neurosignal is pointing toward the central nervous system, and does this, and that. That's it. Now, don't touch it anymore. Otherwise, it's going to... No, there it is. That's what I did in Detroit, in the brain scan, in the fMRI, being exposed to cold, icy cold water, through tubes coming in. And normally, and this is what we think of what human physiology is doing, hey, skin temperature is going to go down. And then related in the brain, you can see the insula, the neocortex, and the deep brain. All here's blue and there's red, according to the cold coming in. This is the way we think it all happens. Not in my case. Through the power of intention, I made it so that the cold came in, but my skin temperature remained the same. And then they looked inside the brain. They saw where normally there is blue, that means no activity, it was red. And I made it all turn around. We have control over the autonomic processes like cold, heat, emotion, and so forth. And this is what I showed. And this is called interoception. Top-down regulated interoception is a pathway number 8 to control whatever is going on in your body, to cleanse your body, or to take out what should not be there by your will. And I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly okay with that. And so my message is, I show this in science. And I just show some techniques coming from nature, exposing myself, and I pass it on. And now it is so that what in science was thought impossible to regulate by our will, now is no longer not possible. Now we are able to get into the sixth sense, the seventh sense and eighth sense, and have full control over our vessel, our body. To become happy, strong, healthy, to relate to the sending, receiving, to realize our beautiful soul.
Yeah, I have a couple of questions with this eighth sense thing. Firstly, you said that you could change the activity in different parts of your body.
Yes.
Now, what are you thinking in order to do that? Are you visualizing things?
Absolutely not thinking, feeling. Okay. Feeling is the understanding. Once you set your mind, you should not interrupt with the mind anymore.
Right.
Yeah, that is what you learn when you learn to go. When you go into the cold, you learn to still your mind, not to have it keeping on going, because it's interrupting. The human brain is up here. When the blood flow keeps on running over there, then the blood flow is not down here.
Wow.
And there is the regulation of temperature. There's the regulation of stress. There's the regulation of pain and emotion. It's all there. And there is also the apparition of our soul. So it is within us, because without our soul, we stink in one day. So we cannot point the finger where it is. It's right here, guys. And we are apt and allowed and rightfully owners of our brain to connect with our soul.
And when it comes to this eighth sense, I have a feeling that if you are able to improve its working, you can also kind of so-called manifest things more easily.
Yes.
If you're able to control things on the inside, you are able to control things on the
Oh,
outside.
it is sending and receiving, yes. And this is the radio.
Yeah.
When the radio is good, you can tune to whatever music you hear and listen and etc. Whatever you need.
Yeah.
Now, I did yesterday, I was at the Yoga Ratna Awards. And I learned a new exercise together with Shivaza Guru 2 days ago, or 2 or 3 days ago, with a linga. That's a plant-based stone. In 21 days, they make it, 14 herbs or plants, and they compress it like coal compressed becomes a diamond. This becomes a linga. And the linga is something special. Special families are able to make this. And then you hold it in your hand, and you hold it, and you go into it.
Okay.
And once you go, you got an image, you got connection, and that, there it is. Yes.
Oh, wow.
This is an old yogic, ancient. It's an ancient yogic practice. There you have. There you concentrate on this. It's called Trataka.
Trataka.
Yeah, Trataka. And then your mind is connected. And with that same mind, you can close your eyes and see the same image. And with the neurosignal of your mind, of your will, you're able to feed into it to make it stronger. And once you see a clear image and you feel it, you can go around, you're there, then you make a connection with the chakra here inside, which is the Akyang chakra.
Third eye.
And from here, you go to the Vishuddhi, then Anahata, Manipuraka, Svadhisthana, Muladhara, and then you breathe fully in, life force, and lighten it more and more. And that is an interoceptive focus exercise. Excellent. That's what I found yesterday. That's why I could explain it also to the audience so detailed and subtle.
Wow.
Because it is this subtle body. Imagine when a person is dying, you better learn to go into the subtle body. I learned that under the eyes. I lost the way under the eyes, was not breathing. I didn't feel drowning. And it was too long. I could not find the hole. And divers were out there, but they thought it was a rehearsal. To me, I had to do a world record the other day, so I went for the whole distance. Only I had no goggles on, and we are no sea lions or something. At least not me at that moment, because I found after 35 meters, I lost sight. The cold blurred my sight.
Ooh.
And then I lost it. I went on swimming. Directly, you go into the deep brain, the survival brain. You don't think anymore. You just switch off. And after 48 strokes, that means I'm past the 50 meters, like 6 strokes, I woke up. I say, and you see a number 6, 48, 6. I woke up there consciously.
Wow.
And then 6 back and trying to find, was nothing. Then I 6 over there, 6 over there, 6 over there. So I did double the world record right over there. But the thing is, slowly but surely, I saw the tunnel vision, this, and I didn't feel drowning. I felt okay because I was so alkaline. There was no breathing trigger. So I felt, but my energy was gone. Slowly, I could have slept under the ice and not feel death at all. A little bit more. The diver came in, grabbed me by the ankle, brought me back to the 50-meter hole. And the first thing I did when I came out, automatically, and there I knew in that moment, I have beaten the concept and the fear of death. There is no death. When your soul has no resistance in the body, when you know your subtle body, you know how to guide it past. And you keep on going. We don't die. We pass on.
Yeah. Wow. Tiny question. So in that meditative state that you're going about all these activities, is it your own reptilian brain or is it an external energy that takes over your body?
It's both. First, you open up the reptilian brain. You open up the epiphysis, which is the gland responsible, the seat of the soul. That's what they say. Whatever it is, the deep brain holds a no-thinking state of being, which transcends everything. And that is only able to work, to be activated by the outer powers, to become one.
Right.
Like, there. And then you don't feel dualism, you don't feel separateness. It's simply there.
Body's just flowing in this cosmic ocean.
Yes.
Wow. Crazy.
Yes. And anybody can do it. That's the beauty.
Again, for a young person watching this, a much lower degree of this is better mental health, calmer mind, better physical performance.
Absolutely, yes.
Do you work with any current footballers?
Footballers are very traditional. I had some top footballers from the national team coming, but they have a conservative mind. I get a lot of world champions fighters.
UFC?
Coming. Yes, UFC, MMA, and all that.
Okay.
And they, I teach them.
Yeah, because in that sport, you have to fully open up yourself.
Yes.
You need to go to all degrees.
Yes, you got somebody's going to smash into you.
Yeah.
You want to be ready more than you think you are. And that's what I do. And to those people, you think they are into fighting, aggression. No, they are not. They are just trying to give and to get an answer of the opponent of who I am, what I am. I have to conquer something.
Intuition about the opponent.
Yes,
Wow.
and then when they do this, they feel so much at peace when they go into the ring. This is what they tell me. And they never felt this peace before. And I say, that is correct. That is one thing. And when you then step into the ring, you can turn on 100% you yourself without loss of energy before. So that gives confidence.
Are you allowed to name any of the fighters?
Yeah, Alistair Overeem.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's a very good friend of mine. And he trains, he listens like a schoolboy to me. Why? Because I'm good. I'm good for him. He tells me every time I train with you, I win.
Do you watch football?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I don't know where. I just saw a couple of glimpses in the hotel of Denmark winning over Brazil.
Norway.
Norway, I mean.
I was actually just going to ask you about that. So the main player is Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
You know, the striker?
Yeah.
And he's known to meditate. He meditates very regularly.
There we are.
Yeah. I'm hoping somehow Erling Haaland finds Wim Hof. And these two worlds meet.
You know Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah,
of course. He is doing the method.
Ronaldo does the Wim Hof.
Yeah,
Wow.
he is doing the ice bathing now. I started this. And now it is everywhere in the world. And we need people like that because they are role models. Hey, I'm here. I say, I love to do it together, but I'm also so determined I will do it on my own if I have to.
Yeah. I hope the world of football finds you more. This is needed.
Yeah, great. It's good. Because football should be there without aggression.
Like a dance.
Yeah, like a dance. Because once you get into the energy, you don't need this bang bang.
Yeah.
Like a dance.
Like
Lila.
Barcelona.
Lila. Barcelona or any, yes, that it would be playful.
Okay, one last section on today's episode, which is some photos we found.
Ah,
Where is this? What is happening here?
this is in the back garden in Poland in the winter, and we do hyperemia. We stay here 20 minutes lying like this.
Wow.
This is part of the training of people who've never been in the snow.
And for people who don't know what the snow is like, it's literally like solid water. So when you lie down, your back burns.
Yes, it's like needles
Yes.
everywhere. And people are very able to do this. Then standing on, that's what we do, hyperemia. We did this also with the second study of the endotoxemia, the E. coli bacteria. I trained the people to lie 20 minutes in the snow like this.
And they do the method before going in.
Yes, breathing, mindset, go in,
Wow.
surrender.
What does the body feel?
At the beginning, because their mind is so set and their bodies are alkaline, they actually don't feel it. They feel it like it's nice. But after 5 minutes, then their mindset goes a little bit down, and then it comes up. And then I say, and now stay. Because it's just initial stressful response. Your body knows how to deal with this. Let the body do what the body is capable of. And they listen, and it happens. And suddenly 20 minutes, they are just talking about whatever is going on in their lives. They are no longer lying in the snow. They are like lying in bed.
Wow. What does a practice like this do to the mind?
It synchronizes all the mind, and it brings the deep brain, the brainstem, and the periaqueductal gray hemisphere. The periaqueductal gray hemisphere, which was thought of inaccessible by humans at will, now is at work. What is that? Opioids, cannabinoids.
Wow.
That means pain and euphoria go together, suddenly are at work. People feel great. That means that the deep brain is working and you are connected and consciously there. And that is another a big problem in this world, opioids. Why not do this? It's natural. Instead of taking exogenous opioids, which kills hundreds and thousands of people, and governments, it's money.
This is like a natural intoxication.
Yes.
Natural high.
This is a natural opioids activating. Nature does it all.
That's crazy. Okay. Next photo.
This one. Oh, I have to tell you a story of this one. There was a guy in the questions and answers asking me, Wim, this was 10 years ago. I drank beer back then. And I liked it. I said, this is yellow water. It's not beer. It's yellow water. This is what I take. I enjoy it, but I got my control. And the person said, but yeah, you are intoxicating your liver. And he said, yes, I enjoy life too. Yeah, that's good. And that is no control. Yeah, and then I said to him, hey, I will show you control. In a half hour, I will go outside. I will stand like this, barefoot in the snow for 3 hours. Would you like that? And he said, yes. 120 more people there, right? And I said, I only have one condition. Get me a big Polish bear. And half hour, I did it. Yeah, I started to do this, and I stayed for 3 hours. But that is not the miracle. The miracle was there were 120 more people. One by one, they came out and stand with me like this, some women for an hour long in this awkward position, barefoot in the snow. What I can do, anybody can do.
This is Orlando Bloom.
Yeah,
And there's another photo of you and Jason Statham.
yeah.
This is one important piece of this episode.
Uh-huh.
So many people fail to understand that even after achieving success, fame and money, people still need help.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yes.
I think
He needed so much help there because all the doctors could not help him with his knee. He had just had the operation.
This is Jason Statham.
Yes, Jason Statham, and then I came, and every night in the 1 o'clock, he was had to rise out of bed because of the pain. So I made the pain go away, and it was not me. That was the ice. That was the breathing. And believing.
Inflammation left his body.
Yes, he got control.
Yeah.
And he knows I'm a good guy, a real one.
Yeah. The real large message here is that people need to understand that the inflammation that they are dealing with, be it pain, be it skin trouble, be it hair trouble, a lot of that can go away through right breathing techniques and the cold.
Yes. Yeah. Imagine when you go into the cold, your skin, when you get out, is completely red because the capillaries on the skin, suddenly they are alive. And that is the best skin care you can imagine for your skin.
Yeah.
Now, they tested me with the cardiovascular system recently in Toronto, cardiologists. And they tested me, the biological age of my heart. And that's what I did. A very exact data. And it shows that I got a heart condition, biological age of an 18-year-old.
Oh, wow.
They were completely flabbergasted. And I don't say, once again, I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly okay. And I got a mission to bring you something you might use, which might be of absolute use in your life, to be happy, strong, and healthy, to feel autonomy.
So say if I have knee trouble or like wrist trouble, you still just do the method, or do you have to visualize that body part as well?
Well, a little bit of visualization is, of course, directly there. That is like the interoception. It's like the linga.
Yeah.
Then you go over there.
Yeah.
It's a neural connection you make, and then the healing properties are able to get along.
So it's like when
with
we're
breathing.
In that state, that empty state that you go in, perhaps there you visualize that this is healing.
That's what I say with all the session with the people when they have ailments. Go over there. When they do the deep breathing exercising, changing the biochemistry, suddenly the neurosignal of your will is able to activate the central nervous system in conjunction with the immune system.
Crazy.
Healing.
Okay, next. What is this?
Sylvester.
Rocky came to you.
Yeah, Rocky Balboa.
Wow.
Rambo.
Okay.
Yeah, he said to me when I met him, he said to me, "You are the man." He said to me, and I say, yeah, but you. I said, "No, you are the man." And then I said, "You are a brilliant psychologist." He mesmerized me when I was younger.
Yeah, same.
This guy.
Same.
Yeah.
With Rocky and Rambo.
He's a Rocky Balboa and Rambo and the cliffhanger.
Yeah. Wow.
I loved it. I love climbing too, without gear. I've been climbing. I know what he's a great creator.
Yeah.
He knows the human psychology.
Next.
This is in Sweden, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I sit for hours like this and bring the people in. You see how tranquil they all are.
Wow. What's the temperature of that water?
The outside temperature is -10. The water is 0, a little bit down there. It's real. And they are all poised and all tranquil because I talked to them before. I give them the insight, we are more than we think. And let the body speak. Let the body do what the body is capable of, and they start to listen to the body. And then they feel they can trust the body. And within 4 or 5 days, people are for hours outside in their shorts, men, women, regardless of age, and they help each other. It's natural to help each other. And that power makes them so much stronger than thinking, and they find friends for life. Just in 4 or 5 days, making use of the cold as an element of nature.
Got it. I think that's it.
Hey, here, this was the first. Here, here, the endotoxin, the E. coli.
Injected E. coli in
Hey,
you.
let the battle begin.
Oof.
And there I started breathing. And it's so simple, and it just keep on going. And here I flabbergasted the doctors and the professors. They never had seen this before. After 16,000 times, everybody becoming sick, suddenly a person not becoming sick. And what is it? Something that anybody can do.
What were you visualizing after the method?
Just beat it. Beat disease.
Strength.
Yes. My strength, and give it all you got. If you give all you get, all you got, then God will come.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah. Like, so one thing I've realized after this entire conversation with you is that the method, the cold, and your own willpower, these three things go
Yes. That's a trinity right there. And it works for anybody. But separate also works. Good. But together, it's like chemistry. It's like alchemy. It works just better.
Yeah. Wim Hof, that was the episode for today.
That was great. Yeah, man. Right on. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're a great listener. You are an upcoming power and force the world needs.
Thank you. Thank
The
you.
world needs your clarity and your listening.
Thank
It's
you.
beautiful. Thank
Means
you.
a lot. I've learned a lot
Thank you.
from you over the last 10 years. Like, just huge day for me to be sitting today in front of you. There's a storm going on outside. There's a bigger storm going on here.
There we are. There we are.
Yeah, just, from my perspective, there's so many Indians who just don't accept yoga techniques. They think it's old school and they wait for the world to pick up on it and then accept it. So
In the study, we mentioned it. This is especially for India. The stress of nowadays as a technological country now in the world, yes? That comes along with the stress because you are in competition with the other, it comes in,
Yeah.
So do this and the stress is gone.
Yeah. It's so important for me, for my own country.
Yeah.
But I know that we're doing work for the world here.
Once it establishes here more, India will be once again the heritage of the real yoga. And to bring it out effectively all over the world.
Yeah.
It's too little spread now. We have to make it much, much more. And I think the sense people will understand from ancient cell memory what this is all about.
Yeah. 100%. Yoga has been the best decision of my life. And it's been so great meeting you, Wim.
Yes, thank you.
I promise you I'm going to be practicing your method a lot.
Yeah.
Going forward, like especially before my own meditations and all that. I saw what it did to my head just today. So can't wait to do it every day.
Wow.
And I've done lots of meditation techniques. There are very few techniques which can make you feel this so quickly. This was so quick to enter meditative state. So more people need to know.
Yes. Yeah. Beautiful work you are doing. We are sharing this from the heart to everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Means a lot. Thank you, Wim. So, Wim, we do one intention setting. Like, why are we doing this? You know? So, for me, I'm slightly unwell today. Slightly. Stomach bug. But whenever this happens on an episode like this, I feel some higher energy is building the episode. So, whatever knowledge is meant to flow, this is just my purification for that.
Yeah.
So
this is what we are saying the last days. We go with the flow. It's like two streams from the west and the east. They come together.
yes.
I come
for the
after
world.
50 years. I come here back here.
Wow.
And now, 50 years ago, a seed was planted. Now it grew into a big tree. And the fruits I'm here to share. And the fruits are that of knowledge.
Yeah.
And that knowledge, we will interact with that. And my intention is to bring about the solutions, a more powerful potion, essence, through a real understanding for India to go to the whole wide world.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect.
I'm already there, but I want. India is the alchemist.
Got it.
It knows how to make the right essence.
Right.
And that is with the heritage of India. That is Patanjali and the yogic traditions.
Wow.
They are real, pure, and they know they have the solutions for the world. So I'm here to share my part. You will intuitively also come from your part. And together we make fireworks.
Yes.